So the next loan program I want to talk to you about is the PPP loan. Everybody's talking about this loan. It's amazing. It's great because it's totally forgivable according to special terms. So let me just give you some information. The Paycheck Protection Program is a loan. There we go again. L-O-A-N. L-O-A-N. Loan. Meaning someone's going to give you some money and you have to give it back. And there's going to be special terms. You're going to probably have to pay interest. It's going to have to be paid back by a certain time. It is a loan. The Paycheck Protection Program is a loan designed to provide a direct incentive for small businesses to keep their workers on payroll. So if it says it in the name, people, Paycheck Protection Program Loan. That means that they're giving this loan so that you can continue to pay the people that you're providing a paycheck to. Keep people on the payroll, okay? Now let's talk about the forgiveness. Loans are forgiven if all employees are kept on payroll for 8 weeks and the money is used for specific things like payroll, rent, mortgage interest, and utilities for your business. The terms. So the loan has a maturity of 2 years. It's really a short-term loan. It's really a short-term loan. And it has an interest of, it started out at 0.5%. It's now at a full point. So it's an interest rate of 1%. The government is 100% backing this loan. Banks really have nothing to lose. Doesn't mean they're gonna just write you a check though. How do you qualify? Your business has to be economically affected, or it has to have economic uncertainty that makes the loan necessary. I think that's just straight to the point in plain English. Loss of revenue. I can't open my store. I can't see customers. I'm a hairstylist. I can't open my salon. Affected. Economic uncertainty. I own this restaurant, but I don't know if we're going to be able to reopen and we're going to be able to do because of what's happening. We've been closed down for so long. We're uncertain if we're going to be able to continue. So this loan will make it necessary for you to write it out and see where you go from there. Right? And they're expecting you to certify this. To certify this means that you have to basically state by law, almost like take an oath that, yeah, this is the situation, but you're also going to have to prove it. Now, make sure you watch my videos here where I talk about the required documents that you need to have prepared before you go into apply for these loans. Prepare everything that you need to make sure that you have a better chance at getting approved. You must have payroll W-2 employees or 1099 independent contractors. So if you're not paying people, then this is not really for you. Okay, if you are self-employed and you want to go for this and you want to say you're your only employee, then you have to show proof that you're actually paying yourself and showing how you get paid and etc. But you have to have payroll W-2 employees or 1099 independent contractors. Small business with fewer than 500 employees, and you have to be in business or had been in business before February 15, 2020. Okay, you can be an S corp. It means you can be incorporated. You can be an S corp or a C corp or an LLC. You can also be a sole proprietor or independent contractor. And it also includes certain nonprofits, tribal groups, and veteran groups. Yes, and veteran groups. But you have to look at the qualifications for that and get further information to find out if your group qualifies. Okay, how to apply now. Contact your bank or a participating bank. Now, there's been some talk about these banks. They're only working with people who have an existing relationship. And it has gone deeper to say that you needed to have an existing lending relationship. Now, this is coming from some of the biggest banks out there. You guys know who they are. They're requiring you to have an existing lending relationship with them before they would even process or consider your application. And if you didn't, they were just like, no. So the government, I hear, is trying to come down and work with them. But there are other banks out there who are actually like, hey, we're going to take this bet. Come apply through us. So you want to make sure that you go and try to find banks who, even if it's not someone you have a relationship with. And sidebar, if you go to your bank right now and you've had this relationship, because I've seen that people have had relationships with their banks for 20 years and went to go apply for the PPP loan and they wouldn't even let them apply, I think you should find another bank. Look for participating lenders or participating banks who currently participate in an SBA 7A loan. These banks are more likely to be ones who are participating in the PPP program. Community banks, credit unions, and of course, again, those major banks that we talked about a little bit. You can also go to the SBA.gov. As of today, when I went, that's where it was there. And they have a lender matching program where you could fill out a form and they will find you a lender match. The SBA is updating their site every day and changing, removing, and adding things. So at the time of this video, it was there. It may not be by the time you're watching this video, but you definitely should check. Processing started on April 3rd. Application processing for this loan started on April 3rd and will run through June 30th, 2020. Here's another little caveat. We talked about the EIDL loan in this video right here, the EIDL loan. And let's say that you get through and you get and that's the one that everyone is saying you're getting free $10,000 and it's the free $10,000 grant. No such thing. Watch the video and I explain the advance and what it means. But if you apply for the PPP loan, get this loan, and then now you're going back, or you're saying, hey, I need all of this forgiven because I adhered to the qualifications to have my PPP loan forgiven. If you receive $10,000 advance from the EIDL loan, that will be deducted from what you can get forgiven on the PPP loan. Please make sure that you take that into consideration if you apply for both loans and you actually get approved for both loans. Listen guys, it's ultimately up to the bank if they're gonna lend you the money. The loan is 100% backed by the government, by the Treasury, but they still are not just going to be handing out checks to everyone because the government said that they're going to back it. They still have to do their due diligence. They also have to abide by the regulations and the rules that the government are setting forth to make sure that they're covered. So they're just not going to write a check. They want to make sure. And there has been some uncertainty about what procedures they need to put in place and what qualifications need to be had for them to approve loans, to make sure that they are 100% protected by the government if business owners default. And inevitably there are going to be owners who default. Unfortunately, not every business owner is going to make it out of this pandemic. But I hope you do. Please take this information, think about it, and make sure you apply it best in your business. Until the next video, I'll see you then. Bye.